This is Jill Zimmerman again with Brigid White, and this is the springboard portion. We've modified the Cadillac with the yellow springs on the horizontal clips and the roll down bar for the first exercise, which is teach 2 moves including flexion, extension, and rotation using the roll down bar. So Brigid, I'd like you to sit with your legs extended towards this end of the Cadillac. And I'd like you to reach forward and grab the springboard at the roll down bar and put both hands on it with your hands outside the hardware. Now with your legs extended hip distance apart and your feet are flexed, extend your shoulders to pull your bar down towards your thighs and start your roll down by tilting your pelvis towards the ceiling. And keep rolling down, articulating slowly with your arms extended. Once you get your head to the mat, lift from your sternum, raising up so that the top of your head slightly touches the mat, and then lift with your chest as you sit straight back up and roll all the way up till you're fully on your sits bones. Then stretch forward into a forward flexion, and let's do that one more time. So sitting all the way up, extend the arms and then bring the roll down bar towards your thighs as you tilt your pelvis and articulate all the way down, touching your head, lift at your chest, touching your top of your head as you start your lift. Extend your arms forward, bring your head forward, go into a forward flexion, and then sit back up on your sits bones. Good job. Now the next one is the rotation. So take your left hand and put it smack dab in the middle. Don't you like that technical term? Smack dab in the middle of that roll down bar. Take your right fingers and put right behind your ear and extend your elbow out to the side. And I want you to tilt back in a flat back to 45 degrees. Now twist and try and reach your elbow down to the mat. Then without further lowering, now straighten your twist. Now then sit up. Let's do that again. So lean flat back with your arm extended, twist that elbow toward the mat, come back forward and sit back up, and do one more for a total of 3 reps. And then twist that elbow looking towards the mat. Untwist before you start sitting back up. And that finishes our roll down with rotation. Now standing with the springboard with yellow springs to shoulder height. Let me move the springs to the outside. These are just with the loops. If you'll put that on one side for me, thank you. And then standing, you have room back here to move. And then standing facing the end of the Cadillac, reach forward and grab your loops in your hands. And then stand back with your arms extended so you have some tension on the springs. And go into your bow and arrow. So arms extended at shoulder height, palms facing down. And I can't see you. And then bend one elbow, bringing your palm to your shoulder, and then extend back out to shoulder level here. And then the other arm looking over that elbow, keeping your hips square. One more time on each side. Palms facing down, and bring that last arm back forward. Now gently place the springs down and then turning a face away from the springboard. Reach behind you and grab those loops and step forward so that you have some tension on your springs, but not so close to the wall that you bumped into the wall. Get ready for chest press. So fists come to the shoulders, palms facing down, elbows go out, and press forward, and then return your springs back. Try not to hyperextend those shoulders, so keep the elbows, when you return those elbows, keep your elbows in your peripheral vision, and last one for a total of 3. Good job. Now standing sideways, drop that rear spring, turn and face the front, and step away from the springboard so you have a little bit of tension for your for your hug a tree. So arms are going to go out or like you're around a big beach ball, and you're going to need to step towards the wall a little bit here. Arms come out and then abduction, and then adduct them back together with your fingers touching, going around that big beach ball for 2 more. Feet are parallel, weights equally dispersed between 2 legs. Pelvis stays neutral. And once again, we don't want our elbows to go behind our peripheral vision, and then rest down. Now for oblique twists, reach ahead of you with that 1 loop, clasp your arms, and then round them. When you turn and do your twist, your arms are going along for the ride. So twist with your obliques, with your head following your hands, and then untwist coming back just as straight without a counter twist. And then twist towards the wall, keeping that, putting a little additional pressure on that right foot as you twist away from it to try and keep those hips parallel. And that's a total of 3. Beautiful job, Brigid. Thank you. Now purple springs are going to be set to 4, so we're going to change springs out here. We'll leave the yellow ones. We're just going to put the purple ones on, I think. And this is going to be at 4. Right? Looks to be about 4. And bear with us, Laura, because we don't know the Cadillac as well as we'd like, but we will as soon as we get one in Prattville. So we're doing the best we can. So I'm going to have Brigid lay down with her head towards the purple loops. And she's going to do a couple of side-lying moves with her legs in the purple loops, whichever side is more comfortable for you, Brigid. And stack yourself up square so your hips are stacked, your shoulders are stacked. And let me move the camera. There we go. Thank you. And then long loop is going on that 1 top leg. And feet, and your foot and your knee are facing the front wall, and you raise your leg up just enough to keep your hips engaged, and then lower back down, squeezing with your inner thigh. 2 more of those. And then last one. And now bring your leg up to hip height and bring that lower leg up, flex it, and bring it up to that fixed leg, and then lower, and then raise it up 2 more times to meet that leg for inner thigh work. And then relax and take that loop off. And that is Jill's section of springboard.